Do you game? Do you play video games on your computer? Do you, or do you, well, I guess you could play video games on a video game console. Some people prefer to do that. However, there are a majority or a large number of people who do play video games on their computer. And it is a pretty big market. And the fact that people don't upgrade to Windows Vista, I would think is due to the video gaming problem that it exists on Windows Vista at this very moment. Now, because Windows Vista is relatively new compared to Windows XP, which is the preferred gaming platform when it comes to gamers. They like Windows XP. It's been around a while. The drivers all work for it. You know, everything runs smooth. They have a nice system, all that good stuff. Windows XP seems to be the way to go. However, I think, in my opinion, now this is soon to change because I'll tell you, I'm going to list a few reasons why. First off, with SP1 coming out, I think they said the date would be February 15th. They're releasing Service Pack 1 and Service Pack 3 for Windows Vista and Windows XP, respectively. SP1 for Vista, Service Pack 3 for XP. Once Service Pack 3 is going to roll out for Vista, a lot of new driver support is going to be added, as well as a lot of other improvements in speed, in overall in the system, and a bunch of other bug fixes and things of that nature. Now, when SP1 comes out and is released and you install it, I've been playing with the Service Pack release candidate since before it went public, and it definitely has made a difference, an impact in the performance of Windows Vista, without a doubt. Without a doubt, it has really, really, really improved system performance, and I believe it's going to affect. And you're going to see gamers once they start realizing the benchmarks, and once DX10 starts to roll out in all the games, and Vista, which can take full it can take the full experience of DX10 since it's DX10 natively capable, whereas Windows XP is not for the most part, and it will totally enhance the experience. It will definitely improve gaming performance on Windows Vista. I just don't see how it wouldn't. Drivers are going to be better, yada yada. All that good stuff is going to be just as good in Vista as it is right now in XP, if not better. And you just got to give it time. I agree for the people who say that Vista is not a gaming platform at the moment. It's really not. The games, they don't. The benchmarks speak for themselves. They don't run nearly as well on Vista as they do on XP, but that will change. And with SP1, it's gonna happen. You're gonna see it. Guarantee it. I could almost say it for sure. And I really think it's gonna make a difference. So when SP1 comes out for Vista, you should definitely look into Vista and see what kind of benchmarks appear. And if I see any, I will definitely do a video on them. I will go through each thing and point out how what improved and what didn't, and we'll figure it out. Well, we're gonna see what has really changed. So that's what I mean. I think people are gonna start moving to Vista. It's almost inevitable because you're gonna have to move to it no matter what eventually. So gamers are going to move pretty soon, and that's just what I think. However, I know a lot of people do, however, blame Microsoft for the issues with drivers. All I want to say, this is the last thing I want to point out, but you can't blame Microsoft for lack of drivers for Windows Vista. That's not their job. Their job is not to force companies to write drivers for their operating system. That's not. They're not in charge. They're not responsible for that. If a company who manufactures a piece of hardware does not write a driver for the newest Windows operating system, that's not Microsoft's fault. And I cannot stress that enough. That's not Microsoft's fault. Anyway, you're watching live.besttech.net. This is the Best Tech Internet show. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.